Guys, welcome to another video. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be exploring the difference between high intensity training, absolutely lovely weather, and strength training, aka the main session, transformation sessions, and the strength room. So you're going to join me. We're going to give you a little bit of a history of how and why the strength room is so important and why we've included it in every THQ we've opened. So yeah, join me in a nicer setting. I'll see you in the gym. Right, so we are in Buxton THQ, the first THQ, and when we was creating THQ, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, we was moving away from circuit training, right? So when I opened Buxton, I looked for two rooms, not just one room, two rooms. One room where you do your main session, but then also a strength room. Now in Buxton, it was in a cellar. We had to get the cellar all dug like ready, and it wasn't a usable room, and we made it a usable room because it was essential that we had two rooms, right? One where we could do high intensity weight training, not circuit training, and then a strength room downstairs, in particular in Buxton, that people use to get stronger, right? Not necessarily doing time music tracks, but where they use to get stronger, because then if they're getting stronger, guess what's going to happen in the high intensity weight training sessions? They're going to come even further away from circuit training and come into actually high intensity weight training, which is what we want. And that's why it was so important that we got two rooms. Leak, even when we went to view Leak THQ, there was two rooms next to each other. We actually decided to rent both rooms and knock through. It was so important. We felt very lucky with High Lane in Whaley because they had two separate rooms. But when we was looking for a new premises, if something come up and it was just one room, we wouldn't even touch it. It could be perfect, it could be the perfect location, but if it couldn't have a strength room and a main room, then we wouldn't even touch it. And that shows the importance of actually using the strength room. Now, I do get that, you know, when I decided I wanted people to train 3 45-minute sessions originally, that wasn't just randomly 3 times a week or 45-minute sessions. It was research that had done and sort of my experience over the years that people actually could only fit in 3 sessions a week, like on a very busy, hectic life. And that's why I wanted them to do weight training, because it was the most bang for the buck, right? The advantages of the strength room on top of the main sessions are a little bit more than meets the eye. So let's go downstairs in Buxton THQ and I'll give you a couple of demonstrational exercises, a couple of demonstrational workouts, and give you more tips and tricks to how to make use of the strength room to make your THQ sessions better and to make your long-term transformations better. Because I do get, like I've said, people won't be able to always attend 4, 5, 6 sessions a week, but there is certain intense programs such as the shoot where we do want you to increase the sessions, where for a short period of time majority of people can make more sessions. So how would you utilize the strength room to make it even more advantage for your transformation? Let's do it. I'll show you now. So I just want to go over something before we go down to the strength room. Now, there's 2 different styles of training which I want you to understand. There's high intensity weight training and strength training, which I've talked about, but the main difference, the simplistic difference for you to really understand what I want you to do to maximize your results is upstairs, high intensity weight training. We can change the tempo of the movements. We can do partial reps, we can do supersets, we can do drop sets, we can really make it high intensity also, and that is a way of progressively overloading the muscle so that our body changes. That's what we want to do. We want to use more nutrients so we burn more calories, but we want to progressively overload the muscle so our body shape changes and we have a body shape that we want. Now that is hard to do because our body doesn't want to build muscle. Otherwise, everybody will be walking around in shape. You don't see that it's hard to do that. So that's why we do the high intensity stuff. But strength training, what I want you to realize, and just keep it really, really simple in your head, is to get stronger over a period of time. Yes, you do that upstairs, but the strength room, in the main session, but the strength room, if your mini goal is to, right, I want to get stronger, how can I get stronger? And this is what I'm going to be talking about then, because the stronger that we get here, and the stronger you're going to be in your high intensity weight training. Again, like I've said, you come away from circuit training, but that is just the two simple forms, and there's two simple big differences in the strength room and the main session room. Let's go. So as you can see, the strength room, there's very simple kit. We have dumbbells, we have the barbell. Yes, we're going to progress the kit from time to time in different THQs where we can, but the simple kit is for simple reasons. We want you to get stronger. That is the simplest form. So a couple of practical things I want you to consider when using the strength room is that you don't always have to use the music timings. In fact, if you're doing a full body workout, I do not want you to use music timings, 100% not. Get your headphones in. There's usually an iPad in the THQ where you can actually assess normal music, so we can put it on. It's dependent obviously on the session going on at the same time, but if you've got music on, I suggest definitely just bring you some headphones so you can switch off and you can have your own music, right? Then you can make sure that you know exactly what you're doing, and I'm going to explain in a minute how you can make sure that you get the best workout in. But simply, if you've got your headphones in, you'd have your exercises laid out, what you're going to do, and you just do sets and reps. So for example, you could do chest press, you do 8 reps, then you'd rest for a couple of minutes, you know. Check your phone. I'm only joking, but like the point is that it's not a high intensity workout, right? There's many times when I'm doing strength training, I will check my phone. Like I won't want to do high intensity stuff. If I'm doing strength stuff and I've got 3 minutes rest, I probably will check my phone. I will take it more of a, at a slow pace, right? It's absolutely fine to do that. We want to get you stronger, right? So you need to rest and recover, right? So that is what I don't want you to use the music timings. If you do use the music timings, right? So if you need that accountability, and this is another angle of the strength room, then pick a body part to train, right? So just train your legs, or just train your chest and shoulders, just train your chest, so that we can overload that muscle group. Again, that's going to be different to what you're going to be doing in your main sessions. But if I just pick like chest and shoulders, and I did use the music timings, and I was just doing chest and shoulders, obviously that's going to progressively overload the muscle, and then I'm going to get stronger upstairs, right? So that is a little bit of a tweak for the strength room that I want you to understand. A little bit of differences. Yes, we do want you to come in here, just do sets and reps and get stronger. Keep it really simple, but then obviously there's only so strong that you're going to be able to get and what you need to be, and safely as well. Then that's when you could use the music timings downstairs, and that's when you just focus on one body part, and we can progressively overload the muscle, just one muscle, but one body part or 2 or 3 body parts just together, and then that would give us more strength gains in the main sessions just by doing it that way. So it's not always about just strength. For the majority of time, it's going to be at the early days, but then if you continue using the strength room, then you can progressively load the muscle in different ways to have more advantages upstairs, if that makes sense. So there's loads of ways that we can give you workouts here. Now we've got the amazing Keystone app now, so just get you training it. Tell them what you want to train. So, right, so say things are going really well, I'm doing 3 sessions a week, but I want to work on my legs, right? So the trainer can then attach the full workout to your Keystone. They can put it onto your app, so you can check it whilst you're down here, whilst you've got your headphones in, and then you train it. And then you can obviously tick how you're finding that workout, what you found hard, what you found easy, what weights you did, and then your trainer can see that on the check-ins, and they say, right, you've been doing your chest and shoulders or your legs downstairs for 4 weeks. Right, well now let's switch the program as well. So your trainer can keep switching the programs for your strength room. Now we're using the Keystone app. We've even got an iPad on the wall in all THQ strength rooms that you can actually press on our YouTube channel. We've got loads of workouts. Literally press play on the workout video, and you can do the workout along with me as well. Like when I do my sessions with sets and reps, or working on different body parts. There's so many different areas, but that is a really, really key advantage. So let's get into another workout. Okay, lads, this is going to be a workout for you, right? So what we're going to work on is we're going to work on a chest and a shoulder. So this is how I would set it up. So I want to aim to still within the 45 minutes still get 24 working sets. So get warm, get loose. Then I'm going to set up. So I'm going to do chest press barbell for 3 sets. Then I'm going to go into incline. I'll show you as I'm doing. So chest press barbell for 3 sets. So again, you still want to make sure that I'm keeping my tension on the muscle. So again, I'm not going to go over how to do the exercises, guys. Obviously there's exercise videos on the members area, but I'd go for a barbell press, deep down, press. So I'd do 8 reps, for example, till I can't do any more, till I'm struggling, and that 8 will be hard. I'd have a couple of minutes rest, check my phone, then I'd do another 8 reps. Right, so I'd do 3 sets of them. Then I'm gonna go on a bit of more relaxed. Then I do some with my demo weights in the strength room. You gotta love my demo weights. Then I'd go to heavy press. So I'd press, so I'd do another 8 reps. Then I'd rest, a couple of minutes. Then I'd go again. I'd do another 3 sets. And the next exercise that I do, chest flies. So chest up, and I do flies, rev up. Probably with flies, go to more 12 reps. So I'd increase the repetitions on flies, but again, a couple of minute rest. It's a completely different mindset. Then I'm gonna go to shoulder press. So again, taking my time, I'd have my music on. Just a little bit more of a relaxed session, completely different way of looking at things. So then I go for shoulder press, and I do another heavy set. So I do another 8 reps. At least demo weights. I think someone called them 4 weights the other day. So, and then I'd go. Then we can do a bit of a superset. So at the end, I'd get into, still got my headphones on, I'll do some lat raises. So up, raise up. I do 8 reps over the top, and then 8 reps rear flies. So that'll be a little bit more intense. So I might need a little bit more rest again. And it's a really different style, enjoyable session, a little bit different. Obviously, it's good to train intensely, don't get me wrong, and that's what I train majority of the week. Again, a couple of these sessions, it really is beneficial. So it gives it a little bit different element, something different and enjoyable. So I complete them 3 sets, and then I would finish off a bit of a burnout, some 2 sets, close grip press ups, bit of fun, see how many I can do. Elbows in, and then just bank the press ups out. Couple of burnouts, and then I'm done. So that's completely different style of training, and this is how we should be using the strength room, not coming in using the strength room, playing the music timings in as if it was normal. It's got to be different and get us into that sort of weight training mentality, not strength training. So beneficial. So ladies, I'm going to take you through a workout now. So you can do is, so we could do barbell or dumbbell squats. So again, you do, so have you use the barbell. Now if you're using the barbell, there's loads of videos on how to go through the form with the barbell, and obviously we use it upstairs, but if you're unsure, definitely how to progress your weight, make sure you're communicating with your trainer, especially if they've set it on Keystone. They can help you. If the trainers in the session, they can just help you a little bit before they start the main session. It's a very complex exercise, so when you start to get that weight on there, the communication with your trainer is vital. So if they're setting your programs on Keystone, I think that is a very, very good solution to make sure that you're progressing right, and we can actually see what you're doing on there. So, for example, I would do some dumbbell squats. So I'd start off dumbbell squats. So do deep down, and I do 8 reps. So do 8 reps, and I'd rest. This is really beneficial because when you're resting, you go with that 3 minutes rest, you can make sure that you're going heavier and you're going stronger, right? If it was really more intense and we're getting tired, like it's harder to go stronger, right? But this is the important bit of why the strength room and the main session room tie together, because now you're having this different style of training. This time you're actually getting stronger, and as soon as you lift weights up in the main session room, you're going to just be naturally stronger. Whereas if you're just doing intense stuff down here and you're missing out on a lot of strength, intense stuff up in the main session room, it's a constant sort of like, we're going to be progression, but it's slower. This is the perfect solution. This is why we put it together. Nothing in THQ was just randomly put together. It's all thoroughly thought out. So then we could do some RDLs. So then you do RDLs. Again, with RDLs, you've got to really make sure that your form's good. So we do some RDLs. So again, we maybe do another 12 reps on this, and then I'd rest. So again, another 3 minutes, I'd have a little bit of music, and then make sure that I'm keeping them weights heavy, then I'd go again. So then we can progress to things like hip thrust with the barbell. Again, exercises on the members area of how to do the barbell, but these exercises, getting yourself ready, making sure you're doing these things correctly. Maybe looking at the barbell exercises, looking at the videos we put in the members area, and taking your time to actually learn these different style exercises are going to be beneficial. So we can do here, so we do like some single leg glute bridges, bit of time, making some time, deep down, squeeze up, controlled, squeeze up. I'll do 8 per leg, then I'll rest again, chill, and then I'd go again. So again, these exercises, guys, I'm not going into massive detail. I just want to keep repeating that because you're all on the members area, and this isn't what these vlogs are about. These are just about sort of explaining the whole process of things, right? So then I'd come down, and then we can do lunges. So again, if you've got a little bit of rest, deep down, back up, deep down to 8 per leg. So again, sometimes in the main sessions, if you feel like you're struggling on lunges, for example, well, you can work on these, right? Because, for example, when we're doing a lunge, we're going to have different parts that we're a little bit tighter, a little bit weaker on different areas. So when we're going, you might think, right, you've got a bit of time now. When you get down here, it's harder. So there's certain areas that you think, right, I need to work on. So we might see that your glutes are a little bit weak, your hamstrings are a little bit weak, your quads are a little bit weak. We'll find out what these are with the communication with your trainer on Keystone. I found these hard, and you might think that, you know what, I could probably go down a little bit deeper. That's harder, there, back up. And then you're learning these little movements a little bit more. You're getting stronger from the whole movement. So when you go upstairs, you're even better at lunges, for example. So these are so important. So if we was training just legs on their own, then you would do, personally, I would probably do a little, especially at the start, we do 16 sets, go over quality rather than quantity, make sure the reps are good, make sure the reps are really intense so that we can actually get very good gains. Because the leg session, I would say if fat loss is your goal, 100% goal, if you can get an extra leg session downstairs in the strength room, that is going to be hugely beneficial. It's probably the biggest calorie burner that you can do, 100%, I would say. So but then sometimes if we do a massive leg session, especially at the start of your transformation journey, it can be very taxing and very sort of hard. You will feel very drained from it. So it's something that you really need to build up on. So lower sets if it's just legs. Now, what I want you to, obviously I'm not being sort of women should only train legs, men should only train upper body. That's not obviously what we do, because obviously everyone trains full body upstairs. But the reason I've explained it like this way is if you at the start of using the strength room, it's very important that you do things that excite you and sort of you know that you're going to be good at, and you think, right, I want to get better at this. And females generally are stronger lower body, so they find it easier than you are upper body. So if you started off by coming in the strength room, training your legs, something that you've got more confidence in, something that you're better, something you're going to progress more, then you're just getting the ball rolling. And then obviously the strength room is to turn weaknesses into strengths, then once your confidence is up and you're here, you might think that I'm upper body, I'm a little bit weaker. I'm going to do some upper body sessions downstairs so they'll improve in the strength room, so they'll improve in the main session room, right? So that's a good way to look at it. That's what I want you to look at. Yes, the strength room is designed to get you stronger, so it's all designed to turn your weaknesses into strengths, but sometimes you can turn your strengths into even more strengths, right? Because you're just getting that ball rolling. And like, for example, lads prefer to train upper body, you know, big shoulders, big chest, arms coming down. Even if you're coming down just doing arms and shoulders, you know, something that you enjoy, get that ball rolling, learn that different style of training, think about doing that. And then once you've got the ball rolling as lads, then you could do a leg session, because you know legs are beneficial. We do train enough full body upstairs, so that's enough for males and females to hit your full body, and that's why I'm saying get the ball rolling. But like, for example, for lads, yes, you should be training legs more, extra leg session, but get the ball rolling with doing something, some show muscles that you like to do, just to get that ball rolling. And then you think, right, once the ball rolling, I'm using a strength room, I'm going to add in a leg session, because that's going to have very, very good gains. So that, guys, in a nutshell, is why THQ has always looked out for 2 rooms, why that we want to have a strength room and a main session room, why we always will. And it's so important, guys, right? Because we want to take people not only from just sort of exercising to training, we want to take people from doing circuit training to doing high intensity weight training, and adding in a strength session and the strength room in general is key for us doing that. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I will see you in the next video.